everybody, and welcome back to another video. I feel like for me it's been a very long time. For you guys it hasn't been, but I was just watching a video that inspired me to do this video. If you haven't saw the title of this video, we are doing a comparison mid-year book video. I know. And a lot of the questions that I have watched for mid-reviews, I was like, I don't really want to do that because I want to show you guys that at the end of the year of everything that's been like my favorites, my not favorites, and stuff like that. So we are going through mid-year by doing stuff based off of my GoodReads. If you guys do not follow me on GoodReads, I do have the link for it down below with my username. You can go and find me on there. We can become friends and connect with books and give each other recommendations and stuff like that. And you can also see my ratings of all my books and my reviews I do for all my books. Anyways, my goal, I have all my questions on a napkin because I was at a coffee shop. By the way, my coffee choice of today was a iced dirty chai, and look how far I've come. I'm somebody who usually has difficulties with finishing drinks, but we will make it today because this tastes really good. It's from a local coffee shop from where I live, and I've been really enjoying it. But the first question that I have on here is, what is your percentage? Now, if you don't understand what I am talking about when I say your percentage, on GoodReads, you are able to, if you have an account, you can sign in and choose your reading goal for the year of how many books you choose to read. And I chose 50, and I am already have logged in that I have read 27 books for the year of 2026. So that means I am 54% through, which is pretty good. I am either on a roll or I am just making it barely by. I currently have two books that I am currently reading in my July TBR. If you have not watched that video, you can go back and watch it after you're done with this one, of what I'm choosing to read, and they are good so far. I have not read my graphic novel for the month of July yet. I know, why would you wait until the very last minute to read the graphic novel? And that is just because, well, it's not going to take very long. And also in my GoodReads, if you have been snooping around, you'll notice I still have Crescent City, the very first one, still in my reading spot, and I haven't picked it up since like February. And that because this is a really thick book. If you have never seen the Crescent City book, it's pretty huge and it's red, and I'm just having difficulties with it because fantasy is one of my not very likable genres of reading, along with horror. Although I don't know if I really read a horror book to be able to tell you if I like it or not. Anyways, so with the comparisons today, we are going to be going to one free little library, also known as my favorite free little library, to put a book in there because I heard that it's up to date and it now has a actual free little library stand, not just the tote, but it has an actual stand now. And I have a book that we can put in there that I have just been putting off reading, and I realized I don't think I'm ever going to read it. We can put that in there, and then I'm going to also compare it to a thrift store book. We are going to go to that first, and then lastly we are going to go to a bookstore. We're going to go to Barnes & Noble and pick up a book. You may ask me, why did I pick Society of the St. Vincent de Paul, or St. Vinny's as we call it here, versus going to Salvation Army or Goodwill? And let me tell you, this is located in Pewaukee, and the way that they set up their books is amazing. Like, I am astounded by the way that they choose to present their books to make people actually want to buy them at a very decent price. And it's basically anything that has the word book in it. Not just your standard, let's read picture books, graphic novels, adult books. More like, books that are also like activity books, workbooks, textbooks, sketchbooks, music playbooks, anything of that sort. And you guys just gotta see the inside, because this is why I would choose to go here over Goodwill. This is why. And this is me now having to record over the top of this filming a week later, because why would I be filming and having noise in the background with music and having copyright issues? Again, I don't remember if I was supposed to say anything while I was walking around, if there was any questions. So I do apologize for that. But as you can see here, this part of St. Vinny's, this bookshop, is massive. I don't think I've seen any other St. Vincent Paul's look like this. This section here was the middle grade, the young kids chapter book section, and all around the edge there was like religion, politics, there was history, those kind of genres that not many people go to. But in the middle there was kids section books, picture books, activity books. There's Western right there, as you can see in the title on it. And then this outer rim here that I am about to show you guys, this is all the adult fiction books, except for that one that says sci-fi fantasy. We just skip over that. And they go by author's last name, first name basis. These books that I'm pulling out here for you guys to see are books that I potentially want to read in the future. So if you see me pull out a book and you've read that before, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it and if it would be a good read for me. I am thinking maybe that The Glass House might be a great short read to read at the end of the year if I need something to push me over the finish line for my reading goal this year. And Everything is another book that I've seen around. And now stopping here, we are looking more at like me telling you guys I don't like Nicolas Sparks. I'm not going to pull it out for you guys to see. And as we continue going down the line here, I don't know if I really pull out any other books, just because I didn't see anything that I really particularly liked at the moment. Usually the more popular books are at the front of the store being displayed out so they'll get easily more picked up faster. And I'm stumbling over my words here as I'm saying this because I don't remember everything that I filmed. I think somebody was about to call me when I was filming this, and so I was trying my best to hurry it along as fast as possible without not taking full size of myself that I am filming, as you can see here. That's another little one that I kind of like there, except I don't like the stickers. You'll have to let me know down below. Do you like the stickers that are usually for Barnes & Noble, Target? That one said Hulu on it, and I just don't. If I want to keep a book, or if I'm going to buy a book and it has a sticker like that on there, I think I probably mentioned this before, I am going to take those stickers off because they are ugly and they're not necessary. But sometimes I want to pick up a book that, if it's like from a TV series or made into a movie, that there isn't a sticker on that book. It's a version from before. I should have made a mention that for this video, there is a min of getting at least one book in this video, or there's a max of getting 3. I won't tell you guys to the end if I actually got a book or not, but I forgot what the questions were when I walked in. And so let's do the next question. What was the first book or the oldest book that you have on your TBR? And I'm going to put the books right here because I don't have all of them. Actually, I don't have any of them here with me. And the very first book that I ever put on my TBR when I first got GoodReads was Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I put it on there on November 5th, 2024. I have read another book of hers that was like, I read it last December. She writes short stories, and the one that I read in December was great. It definitely helped finish my reading goal for the year of 2025. And I don't remember what it's called, but I will definitely put it on the screen right here when I find it. And then the latest book that I have put on my TBR that I just haven't bought because I wanted to go down in price, and also because I've been hearing so many mixed reviews about her book. It is Just Friends by Haley Pham, and I put that on there on May 2nd of this year. And my booktubers that I watch, that I get my inspiration by, Haley Pham was the one that inspired me to do booktuber stuff. And then my latest one that I have been watching and subscribed to is Yana, I don't remember if that's the correct way to say her name. And she does it too. Haley's a more cleaner YouTuber, and Yana kind of has a little bit of language in hers. And they both inspire me to figure out what I should read next, and things that should be filmed and things that shouldn't be filmed. And there is also probably other mixed ones in there that I watch them for maybe like free little library experiences and stuff like that I'm not subscribed to. But we are going to move on to our next place, which I believe is going to be Barnes & Noble. So you guys, we are at Barnes & Noble. Ooh! I am on the escalator, so we are going up, and surprise, surprise, why am I zoomed in so much? I got a rest of a Barnes & Noble gift card to use. So we are going to go up to the romantic section and see what they have in store for us. Ooh. Let's see here. I should go along and say, what are the questions I have for Barnes & Noble? Let's start with this question. Who is my favorite author? My favorite author is none other than B.K. Borson. She is the one who is writing the Heartstrings series, and she has another series that I've never read before, and I would love to be able to read that series. Let's see if I can find that author here in Barnes & Noble. I have to keep talking because there is music playing in the background, and I do not want to have to cut that out. Let's see here. B.K. Borson. Let's see. She would be in the B section right here. This book right here. Can I zoom in? My sister would love that book. She's into the hockey romances, just like practically everybody else. Me, not so much. Let's see her right here. B.K. Borson. She does First Time Caller. There's no and Now Back to You, as that's like just brand new this year, and so it's probably downstairs on one of those tables. But this is the other, I think this is the other series. I don't know what it's called. Love Light Farms. Is this from Love Light Farms, or is this from the other series? I don't know. Maybe I might get something from here. That's definitely on the list. And this is the whole romance section. And now for my other question. What is my favorite book series? We have to go to the young adult section. Hopefully it's in there. A book just came out for it last year. I reread all the series last weekend. I finished watching having a binge marathon of all the movies, except for the new movie that's coming out. Let's see here. We are looking for Susan Collins. Does anybody want to take a guess? I don't know, do they have these in order? From author. I'm looking. That's graphic novels, so B C okay, it's not in here, not that I can see, but it is the Hunger Games series. That is my favorite series of all time, and I think my highly rated book out of that whole entire series was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I think my lowest one, which is not very low, was The Mockingjay. Oh, look, they're right here, all in order. Not beautiful, and I own every single book. And I gave Grace the Hunger Games to read, so in November we can go and watch the final movie that's so far, that is Sunrise on the Reaping, which has to do with Haymitch's story. We're at the last stop, you guys. We're at the Free Little Library. This is the first time that I'm seeing this Free Little Library. It's my favorite spot to go to, and I really hope the person who has this is not out. But my last questions were, what is your highest rated book on GoodReads and your lowest? My 5-star is 14th or 14 Fish. The book's right here. That was a kid's book, and it was pretty good. I liked it. And then there was the Picture of Dorian Gray, which you guys had heard me say that I read and really enjoyed multiple times. And yeah, then my lowest rated, obviously, Sandwich. We already talked about this. I'm not going to go even more into depth of why I didn't like that book. And then there was Jake Reinvented, which is just another version of The Great Gatsby, and I prefer The Great Gatsby over Jake Reinvented. And then lastly, which is a graphic novel, which is Odessa, and that is because it was only part of a story and not the full story, and there's no update on it yet. So that is what I have for questions, and I'm looking through this and it seems very full, and I'm trying to see where the books are down below here and what they are. I have now reached the end of the video. Yes, I know I'm wearing a different shirt because I didn't have time to film the outro yesterday. Anyways, you guys ready to see how many books that I got from this video? I got, no pretty drum roll or anything, I only got one book. It's this book right here, and I got this one out of the Free Little Library yesterday. I didn't get anything at St. Vinny's just because I didn't see any books that I liked, and also when I was shopping around I just couldn't think of anything I wanted. And then when I went to Barnes and Noble, yes, I said I had a gift card, and I did use that gift card. I just didn't use it on myself. I ended up buying my brother's birthday present because his birthday is next week, and I caught up with some people's birthday presents and bought my mom's birthday present, which is until September. Yeah, and I'm not going to show those just in case they watch the video. So yeah. But with this book I got from the Free Little Library, this is Emily Giffen's The Lies That Bind. This book has water damage to it. I don't know if I'll end up actually reading it. I know that I have been like picking up and putting down a lot of Emily Giffen books, of like taking them and then re-putting them back into Free Little Libraries, and I just don't know yet if I'm ready to read her books. And that comes to my last question on my little mid-year questionnaire. What are my top favorite genres to read? My top favorite genres to read is romance / contemporary romance. So not exactly smut, if you know what I mean. So it's not smut. I like historical fiction. I like reading memoirs. And I like reading dystopian books, obviously. And let's just say that I try to put a mixture sometimes into what I pick to read. Usually, if my top ones are romance and historical fiction, I would want like a historical fiction that has romance in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm gonna read you guys the synopsis of this book and see what you guys think. So it says, it's 2 a.m. on a Saturday night in the spring of 2001, and 28-year-old Cecily Gardner sits alone in a dive bar in New York's East Village, questioning her life. Feeling lonesome and homesick from the Midwest, she wonders if she'll ever make it as a reporter in the big city, and whether she made a terrible mistake in breaking up with Matthew, her longtime boyfriend. As Cecily reaches for her phone to call him, she hears a guy on the bar stool next to her say, "Don't do it, you'll regret it." Something tells her to listen, and over the next several hours and a few shots, she and Grant forge an unlikely connection. That should be it. They both decide the next morning, as Cecily reminds herself of the perils of a rebound relationship. Moreover, their timing couldn't be worse. Grant is preparing to take leave from his job and travel overseas. Yet despite all the obstacles, they can't seem to say goodbye. And for the first time in her carefully constructed life, Cecily follows her heart instead of her head. Then Grant goes missing in the chaos of 9/11. Fearing the worst, Cecily spots his face on a poster and realizes she is not the only one searching for him. Her investigative reporting instincts kick into action as she vows to discover the truth. But the questions pile up quickly. How well does she really know Grant? Did he ever really love her? And is it possible to love a man who wasn't what he seemed to be? So what do you guys think? Yes or no? Have you read this book or not? And, let me know down in the comments if I should go ahead and try and read it or not. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video, because I had so much fun being able to go around and share with you guys the love of getting books and experiencing, the mid-year already. I can't wait until it's the end of the year when I can do this all over again, but with actual stats. Anyways, make sure that you comment down below anything that I have maybe mentioned in the video. Also, subscribe down below so you can, be part of the group and get notifications for whenever I post the video, which is usually on Saturdays or Sundays or somewhere in between. Anyways, also follow me down on social medias. I don't really mention it that much anymore, just because with so much things going on. You can check out Instagram. Instagram is not always up to date because I'm not on Instagram even in my personal life that much. You can go follow me on GoodReads, as this video has all been centered around GoodReads. And follow me and we can do recommendations and stuff like that. Also, go ahead and follow me on my still going TikTok channel at Miss Hannah. We are still doing chapter by the day, and for the littles, I have to actually do the 4 littles filming directly after I'm done filming this one. Anyways, I will see you guys again in the next video.